Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. If you are new to this channel, my name is Niklas Kling. I have been working as a real estate agent for almost 4 years now, and I've been working in sales for almost 9 years. My current position is that I'm the top 10 most selling agent out of 322, which is pretty cool if you ask me. I'm doing something right, I guess. And my goal with these kind of videos is to share, all the ups and downs on my journey and trying my absolute best to share some valuable lessons along the way. I just wanted to let you know that I'm super excited to have you along on this journey. And yeah, let's get back to the normal vlog. So it is Tuesday and I'm currently heading into work. It has been quite of like an, which I say, slower kind of days and weeks. Really don't know like why it might be the global picture. Like if you look at the politics and stuff like that, we have eventually like an interest rate lowering coming in 2 days. People might be waiting for that, so that means it has been a couple of weeks with lower client meetings. I have been fortunate enough that almost like every single client meeting that I have been attending, they have been choosing to work with me, which I'm very, very thankful for. That gives you a lot of confidence and a boost when it is usually a little bit slower. But I think it's super important to almost like step up in the aspect of committing to doing a little bit more inputs, which will lead to more outputs in the future, meaning advertising more, reaching out to people more, giving phone calls, warm outreach, cold outreach, and being like really on top of the game when it comes to social media. So that is at least my mindset, and a lot of people might use that kind of time as a time to relax, but believe me, it's not the right time to relax when things are slow. You should find time to relax when things are hectic. So I'm just putting on the gas and trying to create more opportunities for myself, and seeing this long time to the perfect time to push a little harder. So that is at least my mindset. But yeah, Tuesday I have a lot of like administrative work, and we have like a realtor club in the evening also, which is something that I've been invited to, and it's happening 6 times per year. And it's going to happen tonight, so I will try to film as much as I can. Of course, there are other people involved, so I have respect for other people and how they feel comfortable being on camera and stuff. But yeah, let's crush another day. So one thing that I really wanted to talk about is a big thing that actually changed my life, and a lot of you guys that are watching are probably having big goals and dreams and having thoughts about like how do you want to live your life. A lot of people have goals in their lives. A lot of people have a vision of this is the dream life I want to achieve. So it's very easy to be like results oriented and focusing more on the outputs. And something that I think I started with it probably like 1.5, 2 years ago. And that is to focus a lot more about the inputs than the outputs. And what does that really mean? For example, me being a real estate agent, I know exactly where I want it to be and where I want to go in life. I also have big, like very, very big goals in my life, and I have dreams that I want to achieve. And the way I see is that it's very good to have clear goals, but you have to start in a way like making your goals into like baby steps. And for me, the way I see it is that you have to focus on your inputs, and that really means that, okay, let's say I want to go on like 15 client meetings per month, meaning that, okay, that is my goal. And then when I have a very clear goal, I have to understand, okay, what inputs do I have to do every single day in order to achieve those 15 client meetings. And for me, that could be, reaching out to 50 different persons per day. And if I do that, I am going to achieve my 15 client meetings per month. And what I really want to emphasize to you guys here is that my life really changed when I started to understand this. And I think the biggest thing is that when you focus and change your mindset from the outputs that like 90 or 80% at least focus on, to the inputs, you start to really like control your life. Because in the end of the day, you cannot control if you're going to book one client meeting every single day, for example. But what you can control is if you make those 50 calls, do you make those 100 calls, or whatever kind of like input you decide to go after. That is something that you really can control. And the best part is that when you start to shift your mindset, you actually understand that, okay, you are in control of your life, and you are actually in control if you are going to achieve your goals or not. And the best feeling in the world is that every single day that passes and every single week that passes, you know for sure that you are doing what you are supposed to do. And then it's just a matter of numbers game until you achieve the goals you have. And for example, it could be that, okay, now I have done 3 weeks in a row where I have heavily focused on doing my inputs, and you have, when you look yourself in the mirror, done everything you're supposed to do, but you haven't achieved the goals that you set up for yourself. Then it's very easy to just change your inputs, which meaning that you should probably change, or it will change the outcomes you get also. And I just thought about it when I walked from the train back to my apartment. And if I just would have known that when I was younger, and if I just would have known that or known that when I was a new real estate agent, I would have achieved my goals so much faster. Because me as a person, I think a lot of you guys will relate to it, is that we all think of the shiny things, such as, I want to go on these client meetings, and the next step actually is that, okay, I want to, I don't know, get 7 new listings per month, meaning that you almost close 50% of the client meetings you go on if you go on 15 client meetings. And you want to have, the dream car, you want to have the expensive suits, you want to have that, Louis Vuitton bag, or whatever things you want to achieve in life. I don't know, like, you're the person that knows. I could only guess. I know for me, for a certain, that, I want to earn X amount of money. I want to have time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. I want to have, X amount of things. For me, I'm a person that gets a lot of motivation from that. But the key is that you should be crystal clear of the goals you have. But like, really trust me, if you start to focus on the inputs rather than the outputs, it's truly going to change your life, and you're going to get such nice feeling like in your gut and over your whole body. Because when you shift from outputs to inputs, the way you sort of operate is that every single day when you get at home, or get at home as I have done now. I have known when I left office, I have done what I'm supposed to do today. I have done 50 reach outs. That is like my ultimate goal. If I don't achieve that, my day is failed. And I'm doing everything with the social media, and I have what I call my actionables for every single week. Like, these are the things I'm supposed to do when it comes to inputs in order to get myself where I want to be. And like, if I don't do it for a week, when it's over, like, I failed. And it very rarely happens, but I think that it gives you so much freedom in understanding that now I'm in control of my life. I am the person that is accountable for if I am achieving the goals I have or not. Because sometimes it's so easy to, okay, I didn't achieve my goal because of X, Y, and Z, and you focus so heavily on the outputs, meaning that you are really living a life where you don't have the control. And looking at myself in the mirror, I don't like being in that kind of position. And the best part, which is very, very important also, is that when you kind of like apply and to 100% have this kind of mindset, it is so important to not stop doing the activities and inputs that you have committed to when you start to see the results you're looking for. Because there's so many people out there that might watch this video now and like, okay, nice, you get inspired, you get pumped, and you start to like, okay, these are the things I'm going to do every single day and every single week in order to get myself where I want to be. And you do it like one day, you do 1 week, 2 weeks, and then you start seeing the results, like, wow, nice. And then a lot of people stop. So they stop doing the things that got them where they want to be, which meaning that it goes like, okay, you're here, and then it starts going up, and then you start like stopping doing what you did before, which meaning you're going down again. So that is such a like bad trap to be in, which means that you have to commit to the activities every single day and every single week, and like scratch or screw like the outputs. It's going to be super nice, but see it more like as a bonus and as a like check mark that you are on the right path. And like, if there's one key message that I really just want to give you guys that have impacted my life and changed it in the most way when it comes to this kind of like whole concept, is that don't stop with the activities. If I just look at myself being a real estate agent, there's so many people out there that like are killing it with activities when they're new, like the first month, 3 months, 6 months. But after that, they get the results they are looking for, and then they stop. And then they sell a lot of apartments because it's a delayed effect, and then it goes down. And they're like freaking out, like, what am I supposed to do? They start doing the activities again, and they go up, and then it goes down. So if there's one message that I really want you guys to like emphasize, and like, if there's one thing that you're supposed to remember from me talking to you guys now, is that don't stop with activities. Like, do them. Like, if you start getting success you're looking for, still do them. You're going to get more and more successful, and you're like, wow, like I can't handle it. Like, charge more money, still do the activities, because like I am such convinced that that is the thing that is holding you like back from getting where you want to be. So that is something that is so valuable, and it has really changed my life, and I really do hope that it will change yours too. And to be 100% honest, it is going to change your life like for real and forever if you start to change your mindset. I'm not going to talk like 20 minutes here with you guys now, but we're living in a world where so many people are expecting so fast results, meaning that if you change your mindset, like 90 or 95% of people have this kind of mindset where they just want fast results like ASAP. And if you change it to being like the few percent that understands what you really should focus on, you're going to be a success, because there's so many people out there that start doing the activities,
they quit like after 2-3 weeks, which is like no time at all. And they're so impatient, they want results like the day after when they wake up. uh, and if you are a person that doesn't expect that, you are going to push through, you're going to be one of the winners in the end. And I know to my core that you, the person are looking at this video right now, you're going to be a winner if you start to change this mindset. So it's up to you. You decide where you want to be. Do you want to be in the winners group or the losers group? So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And it has truly helped me in my life. And I am very certain that it will help you too. So it has been, I would say, quite like a slow week this week. It's something that we have been talking a lot about with my colleagues, and I think now we are like in a position where, you know, January, February, March almost has been gone, meaning that now we're very slowly coming into spring, and a lot of people are probably going to wait until like the leaves are green on the trees and stuff like that for the photos. So I think that is partially like my own thoughts why it's a little bit more slow with client meetings, and probably a lot of sellers out there that are waiting to meet with brokers and stuff because they think it's going to be a better time to sell in 1 to 2 months. And another factor is that the interest rates weren't lowered today. Like Riksbanken in Sweden choose to put them at the same place, so they didn't lower it, they didn't increase it. And there are a lot of like different things, to say the least, happening in the world politically and stuff like that. So maybe a lot of people are more like patient in that aspect of selling and stuff. But yeah, I'm super excited. I know that the coming months that are soon to be here is going to be, you know, full throttle, and a lot of things is going to happen, and we're going to have a lot of things to do. So usually like May are one of my best months, you know, the past 2 years. I have always sold most apartments that month, so I'm excited for that one. I hope, you know, I do a great job this year also. But now I'm just going through every single seller that I work with, and I make sure that I am in contact with everyone on at least like 2 times per month. Some people are like very slow and have a very long time horizon. Those I probably check in at least once per month, but I know that communication is so important, and I try my absolute best to make sure that no one feels like they are left behind. That is the worst review and like stamp you can have as a broker. Like, does he have forgotten me and stuff like that. So I'm just checking through that, making sure I'm in contact with everyone before I'm going to head home now. Yeah, I did put out a very nice listing today. It's a like amazing apartment at a super highly attractive address also. And my phone has just been buzzing because a lot of people have been reaching out regarding that listing, which is very fun, a new opportunity to get leads and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to crush it, go through this list, and head home. So yeah. want to thank you for watching this video this far. I have gotten a lot of encouragement lately, which means the world to me. Many people have reached out and say that what I'm doing is very inspiring, and I have gotten a lot more people giving me thumbs up on the videos, which is very fun, and a lot of more people have started to subscribe to the channel also. And I'm just a guy that are trying to document my journey, and I hope to inspire some people along the way. But yeah, that's all for this vlog, and see you in the next one. Peace.